This is the 1-inch Eaton Leonard model VB100 HP 3-axis CNC rotary tube bending machine.
All right, well, let's take a walk around here. Obviously the console, keyboard's open. This all goes in on the drawer, but we got the console. We'll come back around and explain a few basic things with the manual control operation before we fire up the hydraulics. Speaking of which is over this way. We've got the main body, of course, swing arm, pressure die, clamp die. I don't know if you caught the dual hand control right in front of you here though. So as I bounce around in no particular order.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, B-axis, which works right here, Y-axis. I've already homed it. I don't know if this matters or not. We'll play around and see where this all goes. That's all spring. This rotates nicely. Like I said, hydraulically, this all works. We left this cover off down here just to show the hydraulic section. The cover sitting over to the side there. So that'll go back on. I don't know if you can maybe get it from the other side of the grinder here. Yeah, I've got this one open. 3 drives are on here. The move drives are all in there. All operating nicely. Fans are on. Last one over, not much going on. I think we just got the transformer. Yeah, the transformer and the starter in there. A couple of terminal boards. As you come around, we've got a mandrel sitting up here as you come around this way, or one mandrel just sitting up. I took it out because we have no pipe in here, of course. We're running dry. Here's the mandrel itself. I didn't even notice. I think this is all working during the auto cycle. Well, I don't have air to it right now. It's just for the collet, that's all. The collet closer works, no problem. I think I can still run an auto cycle though, without the air being on. So that's mandrel, chiller for the hydraulic system. Another cabinet. I think it's main starter there, fuse panel, disconnect. And lastly, you got the I/O area here. Power supply, all the relays are in there, ribbon cables, and that's it. So coming around to the control, this is the rest of the air package, oiler package. Yeah, of course we got the oiler down low here. Pump 4, that's all for these lines up here, which are coming to all the dies, and the slides. All through, there's about 6 or 7 lines all come off the oiler. And of course the Vickers manifold. That's about it. Rear cabinet, front cabinet. We can take a look at the cabinet as you come around. A couple of manual operations here for the clamp. None of this is tight though. Again, we're not set up. We do have a book up on top here with operational manual, schematics, electrical. It's a pretty good book that covers the whole machine. And the front end here is just where the computer sits down here, so you can kind of get an idea. It's right up in there. Run this in a little bit. Yeah, that's the computer. That said, pull this back out a little bit. And just before we even turn it on, we got like 1 through 4. 1 is home. I'm not going to do it just yet. I've already homed it, in fact. It just kind of shows what's on this page. I'll show it a few pages. It's asking me to turn on hydraulics before I really move anything. And then number 2, if I exit out of that, is auto. There's the auto page. Again, turn on hydraulics. I guess we can't see much until I put the oil on. 3 is manual, and here we'll go into this first. This is where you can move pressure, clamp, die, boost, all of this. Everything on the machine you can do manually right from this page right here. If you use direction and manual allow. It's like a 2-hand operation, so it all works good. We'll do 2 or 3 items on this page. What's that last one? Oh, test bend. I haven't even tried that. I'm not even sure. But that's a test bend. Maybe that's a dry run. It checks things for interference, that type of stuff. I don't know. So that said, I'm going to turn on the pump. Well, like I said, we'll go to the manual page, try some things manual. I'm just going to leave it wherever I leave it, and when I go into auto mode, it should find itself and just go back home and start the. I think we've got a 3-bend program here, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to hit it here. So I'm just going to go right to manual, number 3. same ones. We'll go 0 first, y-axis. You can look up on the slide here. Going back. Not much to see here except the numbers, but if you can see that, I don't know if you can read them both. That's moving along. And exit out of that. B-axis, number 1. Is, that one's got to kind of look at it. It's going to be harder to see, but there it is. Go take a look at that. I got that slowed down for following, coming out nice and easy. So it goes back fast. So that said, that all works good. I'm going to get out of this now and exit this, exit again, and go into auto. Now I'm not going to run continuous. This is not interesting for me right now. These are options. I just enter through it, continue. And this is for low position. If there's too long of a piece in there, if there's any kind of low position is not safe for the tool being used. Again, we have nothing in here, so I'm not concerned with this. And now it's ready to go. So we're at a 30% feed rate. And if you want to change that, just hit T on the board here. I'll hit T. I can make it 40. I haven't even tried 40. We put it at 40. Now it's at 40%. And we are at remote, which is the two-hand control over there. If I wanted to change it to right here and start the sequence here, all I would have to do is hit Y. And now it's local. But as it were, I'm going to go back to remote, leave this here, go over there, use the two-hand control, and start my cycle there. I'll stay with this for the time being. You can see all 3 cycles come across. It only takes 25 seconds to do the whole thing, and then we can watch the machine. So let me get rid of this. I'm going to go over there, hit the two-hand press, and then you can kind of watch what's going on here. And I'm going to hit it now. Everything's going back home now. See, moving the low position. See this coming up slowly if you want to swing here on Y. It'll come up easy until it gets to the home position, because I left everything in a bad spot. And then it'll be ready to go, right about there. Now, as you notice, it says load tube and press start. So if I was to put a tube in right now, simulate it, which is nothing, I'm going to hit start, and you'll see it take off. You kind of watch here, bend 1, cycle 1, and you'll see the numbers be moving. Turn the arm because you need to get the pipe out. So if you look over here, there's only one step left here to end that program, is to return C, which I'm going to do right here. Now we're ready, of course. It went back, as you noticed, load another tube and press start. So if the tube is in, now you can kind of watch it at this end. I'm going to run the same cycle, all 3 bends all over again. in the manual mode. So right here, I'm gonna kill the pump. I'm hitting pump on, so I've really got this figured out, don't I? Let's try pump off. There we go. That works a hell of a lot better. And yeah, it's a nice running machine.